Hello, T babies. How are you? It's been 2 weeks. I know. Last week I had the worst migraine a person could ever have, and like I don't know if anybody's ever experienced a migraine, but it's like even though you take the medicine and get out of it, there's that lingering, funny, fuzzy headache that just stays with you all day long. And I was like, when I talk to my T babies, I like to give y'all all my energy, and I didn't want to give y'all a half-ass Jasmine. You was here. Was you?
I was at home. I was in the middle of my pre-op diet, so I was not feeling it.
That's right. That's right. And you tell them about what you just did, Boozy.
I had gastric bypass surgery on Friday, so forgive me. I'm not fully here today, but I'm here.
But we're here, and she's not drinking.
I can't for 6 months.
I don't know why, but like, but you're not supposed to be drinking. Okay, we know better.
It's protein Gatorade.
And remember, we're not the doctors. We don't got the white coats. Hi, Tanea, I miss you. What's up, Marcus? I haven't joined you guys in a while. Good to see you. Thank you so much, Marcus. It has been a minute. I'm so glad you're here. I'm going to try to hang. Hey, girl, hey. I'm so glad you're here. It's only an hour, so just give me 59 more minutes. Okay, that's it, and we done. Share this video. Yes, share this video with your friends. Raylo Longway, my boy, he must know you. Hey Rika, well congrats. That's cool, Boozy. Thank you, Mr. Moore. Thank you. Oh wait a minute, you've been on the show now. Magic Stick. That's right. I forgot. What Magic Pot? Is she in the building? Is she gonna join us later? But for everybody who's just joined, if you've never watched Tea Talks a day in your life, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Tea Talks is just a place where we get together, us ladies. And thank you so much for the men joining on. I just love when y'all pop in. Like, it makes my heart happy. But it's a place where us ladies get to talk about sex, real sex, the things that most people don't like to talk about, in a very unbiased, unjudgmental way. We always say sex is one of those things that, from me talking to so many ladies, it was just something that was just done to them, and they kind of like winged it, and they kind of found what they liked, and they kind of found a partner who liked the things they like. But for the most part, it was never one of those things where I would talk to a girl and she could be like, yes, I like these things, I like to be touched like this, I like to try these things out. Like, literally never. I think I maybe met one person out of my 20. I'm 33 now. So before I turned 30, maybe one girl who could tell me like what an orgasm felt like, or if she actually liked sex or not. But you know how many girls I met that had babies? I was just like, so you went through all of that and never experienced an orgasm. So I got gifted a book. And once I got gifted that book, I read through the book and I was like, all right, this is the time. I'm going to do it. And then thanks to my Boozy, she has been here. She hit me up. She was like, let me be on the show one time. I was like, okay, come on. And then she sent me an inbox and was like, do you mind if I be here a little bit longer? Heck yeah. And so here we are. So I'm Kitten.
And I'm Boozy.
And we make Tea Talks. And tonight, we have a guest. I'm so excited to have you here. Like, I slid in his DM too. I was like, hey. Can I please have you on Tea Talk? Like, will you please come on my show? He was like, yeah, sure. Let me know when. And like I tell y'all, if y'all ever want to be on Tea Talk, this is as simple as a 1, 2, 3. But he's here, so he didn't have to do the two-step with hitting up the producer to set up a Zoom. He just said, yeah, I will be there. I sent him a date. He confirmed the date. I sent him the address, and he's here. So thank you so much for being on here. Have you ever watched this show before? Some people haven't. If you haven't, it's okay.
Whenever you hit me up, I caught up on.
Well, wonderful. So, like, what's your favorite part about the show?
I only watched the last episode.
The last one? Okay. Who do we
It's
have?
about sex, and it's honest, and it's open, and you can feel comfortable when you hear.
I mean, you can only say so much, not sober. I mean, what I said, if you don't know how to talk to them or know how to say certain things or her, and you need to try to have a conversation about sex, just get them drunk, okay? Get them drunk, get them feeling good, relax that alter ego, and next thing you know it, everybody is able to talk. Oh, you're at the screen, just come this way a little bit. And everybody is able to talk, and then you're more in a, I'm going to say, a more comfortable environment to speak on what you really want to talk about. Because sex isn't, I'm going to say, Me personally, it's kind of easy to talk about, but how do you feel? Like, has it always been something that was easy to talk about, or did you kind of have to cold hardest your people, or
Sex is always easy to talk about.
what about your ladies?
I
Like,
like to wait.
okay,
I like signs. I like body language.
okay,
And I like talking about it too, though. So like, if you bring it, you can always tell when somebody's sexual versus them not being sexual.
give me some signs. Like, okay, like like body language. People like when they put their arms like this, and then they kind of stand like this. Is it her verbiage?
But it's different. It's different for different people.
Okay,
It's like you just have to observe them. You have to know. Like some people, shyness is to me can be like sexual, like because like they're closed in front of everybody, but want to open up.
for you.
Yeah,
Only.
yeah.
How many of y'all like that? Let me go to my comments so I don't make sure I don't miss nobody. I don't know where I've been at, but I've been slipping. Rika, where you been? Okay, you have. I miss you. Okay, I miss you. Come on the show. Let me know. Let's go out to dinner. Shantae, hey cousin. I love you so much. I would love to have you and Sleepy on the show. And we got Zoom, so let me know. I know you live a little bit farther away, but I can most definitely get you on here. It's very informational. Thank you so much, Hill Linda. Wait a minute, it says Hill Linda. Heal Linda. Thank you so much. I'm glad you've been watching the show, and I'm hoping you've been learning something. Like the best thing, I've heard all type of crazy things about my show, but at the end of the day, there's this ... very educational, and that's literally all I care about. Everything else, everybody's gonna have an opinion, and I think that's the most human thing that we should always, embark on, so to speak. But I can't allow anybody's opinion to stop me from doing what I love the most, and that's getting people in bed and having an orgasm and having great sex. Hey fellas. Okay, Tanessa, say hey. Hey Ebony, I can't look, so I got you, girl. I'm gonna send you some dates because I can't wait to have you on the show. Oh, reserve women be the most Reserve women be the most closet freaks. You're absolutely correct.
Telling our secrets.
Right. Tito's the only place where I can cut up and let loose and have a good time. Everywhere else I'd be like, no. When it was just, this is what I do. Then I'll be on Tito, suck a dick. Rika said I'm game. For real, inbox me. Like, I'm going to forget. After wine and stuff, I'm going to forget. But send me an inbox so that way I can get you on here. Because right now I am booked for the month of April. But May is coming up, which is my birthday month. And I want you on the show, okay? B. Michael is coming back. If y'all remember B. Michael, he has to, he's a part of the BDSM group for colored people. Because a lot of people of color, when it comes to like anything taboo, when it comes to kinks, we really don't talk about it. Like, we barely talk about sex now, but when it comes to kinks and things, it doesn't even exist. But I appreciate him coming on the show. I'm excited for it. Heck yeah. Hey Angela, how are you, beautiful? Hope you're having a great night. But to our guest for the night, okay, I know, did y'all like his flyer? Tell me about this pacifier.
I am nurturing my inner child.
Okay.
So like anything I could think of when I was a kid that I did, I do.
Okay.
I mean, convenient wise anyways. And I got a bunch of kids, so like pacifiers can be.
How many altogether?
6.
Oh.
I'm counting because I'm not done.
Okay. I love kids. I think kids are absolutely
Me
amazing.
too.
Are you done? You want some more?
Some more.
How many you want? I wanted 10.
20 tops.
Mm-hmm.
I got a whole
Okay,
multiply 20
cool. Okay.
by at least 2. So like say 20 of my offsprings have 2.
Okay.
Then their offsprings have 2. I got a whole
clan out there.
yeah.
Okay, I never thought. How many you want, Boozy? Boozy said, I'm sorry.
I'm good with
Who
Jameson.
said I'm
If the
good?
good Lord gives me another one, I'll be happy.
The good Lord. What's up, Mr. Dansby? Congratulations on you and Samantha's wedding. Okay, everyone. I know y'all can't clap, but maybe throw some hearts out there. Like it up, share it up. Shout out to my friends. I love y'all. I'm so happy for you guys. 6 of them, bless you, brother. Evelyn said yes. So DeAndre said 20. Ariel is in the building. What's up, Ariel? I love Ariel. Guys, she has a woman-owned construction group. Oh my goodness, I just love her. Ariel. RL, shout out to RL. I love her. And if you have a small business, she can help you with the entire process. So make sure y'all inbox her, send her a message. She got you guys. Hey RL. So on the flyer, can I come on the show with him? I'm in BDSM poly relationship. You know, you let me know. I'll see if he'll come back, girl. I don't know. I don't know. Miss Pillow, what's up, fam bam? How are you? I'm so glad you're here. I love you. So on the so I guess y'all like the flyer. So the pacifier brings you back to your inner child. So in the BDSM culture, we learned about mommy little, daddy little.
Mm-hmm.
Boozy loved the fuck out of.
I want to come home to someone not telling me that I can color while they cooking dinner.
That man was talking. He said, "I'm gonna put out some crayon books and some crayons." And Boozy sat there the whole time like, "Sign me up."
Correct.
What kind of crayons?
Like
Crayola.
Crayola?
I knew you was gonna say Crayola. So is it more like trying to give back to the things that you love, or is it close to the mommy little, daddy little?
Yeah.
That's so
Like,
cool.
Like the women that I love, I call them mommy.
Okay.
If they got a nurturing spirit, or if I feel some type of comfort, yeah, I call them mommy. And yeah, like anything that brings me back to my childhood, because I grew up quick. Like I started having kids at 16.
16, okay.
So like, but having kids also remind me that I'm still in a kid. So like, I be copying.
If you've ever seen his Facebook, he plays with his kids well. They be wrapped around your neck, around your feet. Like it's like you're like one of the kids when you're playing with them. It's the cutest thing. Oh my goodness. So my question is like, okay, because of course there's the hierarchy in the family. There's God, there's the man, the woman, and the kids. So is there a time when, of course you call them mommy, when do you become the dominant man in the relationship? Like, does that ever lose its, like, is there ever like a gray area there?
It's always. I'm always down.
Okay.
Always. Like even, but like I humble myself because I can't do it alone. But like presence wise, like I know I observe like when I remove myself, I notice things like deteriorate or whatever progress that we had made before with that person individually.
Gotcha.
Like it goes away.
So you and your partner, y'all have an actual balance.
Yeah.
How does she feel about being called mommy?
They love it. It's not anything that like causes friction. It's automatic.
Okay.
Yeah. Especially if they're already mothers. So it's like.
Do we have any comments? We'll make sure I don't lose anybody.
Hi, Lisa.
Lisa said her first time here. Welcome, Lisa. You'll come back every Tuesday after tonight, I promise you. We have a good time here. We have fun here. I want you to learn something here. And girl, if you got a bottle of wine, go crack it open or take a shot of tequila or whiskey. I don't care, but I drink tequila. All right, we want you to feel good. Lisa, we love you. What's your last name? Lisa Childress, thank you so much for coming. Tell your friends about us, girlfriend. And matter of fact, let me ask you, Lisa, when was the last time you had an orgasm? Because we talk about women having orgasms and enjoying it and being confident in their sexual life and not just sitting there and allowing sex to happen to us. But, you know, of course, there's going to be trial and error. But there's nothing like being confident in things that you like and being able to be open and talking to your partner about what you like. What have you experienced as far as like a good way to be open with your partner? Like I said, I always say get them drunk. But I mean, is there a different approach? Because of course you're a male and you're talking to the women's species.
No, I like to massage.
Okay.
Or cook. Or anything that makes them home.
You're a genius. Genius.
Yeah,
You make sandwiches and drink. He got massage and cooking.
Aromatherapy works.
Which scent? What's the one?
Lavender is my scent.
Okay.
Though it's sleepy, or it relates to sleepy,
relaxes.
but it's relaxing. I like lemon. I like oranges.
So first time girl coming over, what are you cooking for?
What she wants.
So you ask her before she gets there
Yeah. If she's hungry.
if she's hungry.
Yeah.
What are y'all drinking?
It depends. If she likes to drink. You don't need alcohol. You don't need
Like,
alcohol. You don't need
here.
alcohol.
Okay, so break it down to us. But I'm sure you're not. Okay, are you standing there with the pacifier in your mouth?
Nah. I have to remember to do that because I'm training myself.
Okay.
So like I haven't had the pacifier in like maybe like 2 weeks.
Okay.
Like just because it's something I have to remember to do because I'm broken on like as a kid you don't do it no more. They tell you not to do it.
They tell you not to do it, so your teeth aren't all crazy and buck and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
The dentist be like, take that out your mouth.
Yeah.
Take that out your
I
mouth.
know a lot of people with cute smiles because they used to suck on their thumb because they had a pacifier. So it's like
My mom sucks on her thumb. I don't tell her I
she
said
probably
that.
has the most beautiful smell.
She does, and she sucks her thumb still to this day and plays in her hair while watching Hanky.
That's beautiful.
That's what she does. So glad to finally catch you live. Yes, Boo, you're here. Thank you so much. I love you so much. Don't let sex just happen to you. That's a diamond, Jack. You know that's a gem. That's a diamond. I am adamant about not allowing sex to happen to people because it's not just women, it's men too. I had a friend who had a guy friend, well, a brother, and they tried to play a prostitute just to have sex with their brother because he was so nervous when it came to the woman species. He just didn't know what to do with it. He was just like, I don't know how to turn it on. I don't know what it like. I don't know what to say to it. It was almost like rocket science, so to speak. It's like, so what do I say to this woman? What do I do? Like, I know I'm turned on by the sight of her boobs, her butt, maybe her abdomen, her neck. But how do I get her to also like me? Like, it completely freaked him out so bad that he just decided I'm just going to be a 30-year-old version of life because he didn't know what to do. You've been having sex since you were 16.
Correct.
I think I lost my virginity at 15. 15, but I'm playing with baby dolls. Buddy. Oh God, Buddy was bad, okay? My brother came home with Buddy. I think me and Buddy had a fun time, and I never gave Buddy back. I hid him deep down in my grandma's chest. So he could never, and it was like a chest of drawer. So he would always look for his doll, but it was gone. It was gone forever. Me and Buddy was besties. But did you feel like you knew what you was doing when you were 16? Or was it one of those things you was just kind of trying out? Because a lot of people just try things out.
I was just trying it out.
Just trying it out?
As far as memory goes, I've stumbled across a couple of pornos as a kid.
Porn. So do you think okay, because I know some people are like, I never had a problem with porn. I just kind of like watch it like regular TV. But some people got real problems with porn. Do you feel like, do you need porn to turn you on? Or is it just like one of those things like it's kind of like a stimulant?
It's a stimulant. I don't need it. There was a time where I used it because I thought that other person needed it.
Okay.
But once I'm acknowledged that they don't need it, then it's kind of like thrown out the window altogether.
How about you? You just like to listen to it. You don't really like watching it.
That's
I remember that.
That's pretty
I watch it and I throw it to the side.
cool.
And then I watch it again. And then I lose stimulation. I'm like, oh, where'd it go? I need the porn. Let me make sure I don't lose you guys. I was 18, late bloomer, I guess. Nah, you wasn't late. I got a friend who never had sex and she was in her 20s. What's up, B. Michael? You on, what's his name? Where my phone at? I forgot. It's okay, B. Michael. I got your notes somewhere. Y'all think I be playing? I be writing notes when y'all come in. Uh-oh, we almost didn't name you. You almost got past us without getting named. Be Optimus Prime. What's up, Optimus Prime? How are you? It's so great to see you. Do you have any questions for our poly guests? Please post. Yes, please ask us because we're about to dive, okay? Hey, Renetta, Magic Pot is in the building. What's up, Magic Pot? I love you. I ate my first pussy at 16 years old, a week after I got my wisdom teeth out. I'm going in. It was how I thanked my girlfriend at the time for bringing my ice cream. Wait a minute. Ice cream? All I had to do was bring a bag of damn ice cream. Baby, here you
Telling
go.
you, those snacks is all it is.
You know what? Y'all probably like Soul Flame. Well, I mean, was it Twin Flames? You got the snacks. He said, bring me some ice cream. We're going to be besties for life. Shut your mouth. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Ice cream? Is that your favorite snack or something?
After you just have your teeth done, your wisdom teeth taken out,
He
you don't want something
said,
cold.
he said he ate some
And
pussy out
soft.
some ice. Ain't never in my life. Okay. Jesus Christ. So can we talk about being poly?
Please.
I'm so excited. And all these books you brought. So our guest brought in all types of material today. So tell me all about it.
Just in case.
Okay.
This is the Infinite Self. 33 Steps to Reclaiming Your Inner Power. This is my Bible.
Okay. Tell us about it. I got time
We
today.
all about the books.
We like books.
I came to the right show. Oh.
Tell us about we're here.
I'd rather go through like the
Infinite Self.
chapters, the steps. It's called steps. They don't call them chapters.
Alrighty.
So I go through the steps, and then honestly, I can tell that y'all will get it from just the
We're
steps.
ready.
Step 1 is I am God.
Mm-hmm.
Step 2 is expanding your awareness. How far do we need to go with this? Alright, I tell you what. I am God. I made a song using that step.
Okay.
I made a song with step 2, expanding your awareness. I made a song with step 3, having the courage to go beyond. And I think I stopped at Step 4, the courage to accept the spirit as your inner guide.
Okay.
I literally made songs over these chapters.
So you do music too?
I do music too.
Okay, lovely.
And then step 5.
My character comes and performs on this show, so we're totally open to performances.
I'll be back. Accepting negativity as your learning experience. We learn about the world through common belief patterns and then go beyond.
Yes.
All human knowledge is affected by human weakness.
Let me just pull this up in my Audible.
Please.
You know I'm a...
The masters
I
were
listen to some
supernatural because others were not. Power comes from discipline,
Okay.
centering the mind, believing you're already the power. Your word is law. Acceptance, judge nothing, quantify nothing, hold on to nothing. Don't defend, constantly purify yourself. Respect all living things, observe the beauty in all things. The power rises from within, action through non-action. I like that one.
I like that one.
Dedicating your life to the sacred way, understanding that inspiration and creativity comes from within. Always maintain freshness, watch nature, align to nature. Fear not death, accept it, and live life. Avoid being a guru, becoming a guru. I like that. Physical discipline, emotional discipline, mental discipline, philosophical discipline, and spiritual discipline. And the last 3 are quest, fusion, the initiate. Like them right there, like super duper deep. Like when you get to I read this book like 3 times.
Okay.
Over, because every time I find out something new or over time.
It's like watching a movie, right?
Pretty much.
You see something you never say, like, how I missed that.
Yeah, or it like acknowledged me that I'm on the right path still.
Okay.
It's the next book I'm
We'll
listening
go
to
get
at
that.
work.
Y'all better get that one.
It's on my Audible because I listen to books while I'm at work.
I listen to them while I'm riding, and I got a 5.5 hour
I literally
trip.
buy books and give them out.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I just send the passage to my friends, like, read this.
Yeah.
Uncle Moret, we were just talking about my uncles joining the show. What the coinkadink? Hey, Uncle, I love you. I'm so glad that you're here. B. Michael, he said ice cream because I could only eat soft food after the wisdom teeth surgery. I'm going to buy you some ice cream. Hey, my friend is here. A workman uninterrupted. Bro, you got the longest title for Facebook I think I ever seen. I love you. I miss you. Can I get you and your little baby back on the show? I miss y'all. Like y'all was my fave. Y'all taught us so much on that show. I still to this day I bring up you guys. Like I learned so much that day. He owned it. Magic Stick loves your show.
I appreciate that.
Okay, he said.
Appreciate that.
He said, "Ooh wee, let's go." Okay, I said, "Ooh wee." She said, "Ooh, wee." Magic pot. Self-realization is the most powerful weapon we have in our arsenal. You're absolutely correct.
Correct.
Speaking my spiritual lingo. Okay, so Magic pot and Magic Stick, obviously,
I see his
y'all
comments.
connecting right now.
I see his comments from the last post.
Hi Lucy, what's up, my love? How are you? The video, the movie, the short film that you and Paco put together, shot at Studio 65.
I cried watching that.
Absolutely beautiful, beautiful.
I may be a little emotional because, hormones go crazy with the surgery, but I definitely cried watching that one.
Wasn't it good?
My
When he
nephew's
was
in
rapping
it.
that baby.
My nephew's is
Yeah.
in there.
That's your okay. I was say what? I knew that.
My nephew's is in there.
Erica, hello. How are you, Miss Davis? How are you? Has he read The Way to the Superior Man?
No, I have not.
I've heard of
You
that.
mean an author? I like to like whenever I find an author.
I would say, tell me about the rest of that. Like, bro, you came with a stack of knowledge. We got one book.
You gotta read the book. You gotta read the book. You gotta
Okay,
read
so
the book.
Infinite Self, check, and then
Stuart Wilde.
by Stuart Wilde. Is that with the E at the end of Wilde?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stuart, like it was Stuart.
Mhm.
I'm sure you can spell it with Stew, but
Yeah.
Stuart Wilde
And-
with the E.
It's on Audible.
Mm-hmm.
And it's on Audible, so if you like to listen to books, I find everything on YouTube. But
Mhm.
and then what else you got for us?
The Art of Loving by Eric Fromm.
Uh
I
oh,
think this is
teach me something.
This is super deep. This is where I
Okay.
get the mothering and
Boy, I'm about to die.
it's more than you gotta read it and then I can explain it. But
Love you too, Uncle. It's by
Um,
David Dita. Okay, I'm glad you dropped that so we can find them. And who is this by? Eric Fromm.
2 M's. From
So how many times have you read The Art of Loving?
on my second.
Okay.
I just got this book.
What made you get this book? Like, what
It's where
was
I'm
you
at,
just
Mike.
walking through the?
All my books
Okay.
these two
Mhm.
specifically come from somebody saying, "Hey, I got a book. I think you should
Okay.
read it." And it's not a coincidence that happens.
Can I see it for a
Yeah,
second?
grab it, boozy.
It's,
Sorry.
It's reach.
So y'all can see this is the
That's
Art
the
of
50th
Loving.
anniversary. The other ones are pink.
Oh, seriously? So normally they're pink, and
They're
this is
normally
just a
pink.
special
Yeah,
edition.
yeah. I didn't get it. I didn't realize it. I just
We
ordered
show 'em
it.
the-
Oh, I was looking at the 50th anniversary. Okay, I see it
and here's
now.
your infinite.
So what did you take from this book?
A lot. I gotta read it now. That's why I'm reading it again so I can write more stuff down.
I'm
That's
really
the
interested to
journal.
read this book. I can't wait
Yeah,
to.
it's open to
hear this
everybody
one.
though, because I hope eventually I can turn it into a book.
I can't wait
Because
to
there's
read it.
different books
I like
and whatever I pulled out.
Okay,
I really
alright.
get you just to.
I can touch your journal.
Yeah. I don't even want to call it a
This is
journal.
sacred, girl.
Because people call because of that reason. That's for everybody. It's for everybody.
Okay.
That ain't first.
I am peace, I am growth, I am power, I am free. Never tell people what you know, I am mystery. Confrontation is a trap, avoid at all costs. Through patience, I achieve all that I desire. By being centered okay. By being centered and concentrating on my life, I quicken my evolution.
Mm-hmm.
Be precise when creating affirmation. Time is a perception.
Yes, it is.
What's the other word? Magnanimity.
Yeah, I just learned that.
Okay,
But it's got the
magnanimity.
definition.
The fact or condition of being magnanimous generosity.
Before I learned, that's
Don't
what I
worry.
did.
If you If you've been here for a while.
Yeah, we stumble over our words a lot.
Hey, me too.
If you knew, it is, I swear we educated, I promise. But if you've been here for a while, after a couple of drinks, baby, whatever comes out, comes out. Variance, the ability to accept your life in real terms, not in terms of fantasy.
Ooh.
Identity, believing in yourself to be identical with the inner God first. Okay, mister. So you bring this into your are you currently in any poly relationships or are you single?
I am by myself.
Because I know my guests always want to know.
I am single by myself, alone, where I should be.
What's up, BB? Hi, baby. So you're single as of now, okay?
Mm-hmm.
The Peter Pan Syndrome, men and women that never grow up, never grow old. Good book about problem solving relationships when one partner is childish. Marcus, you're absolutely correct. I would never grow up. People keep trying to make me grow up. I'll be like, what?
Yeah.
You want me to walk around here? Only thing that everybody has ever told me about growing old is that I'm going to turn into a robot. I have to dress a certain way, talk a certain way, I have to act a certain way.
Yeah.
It sounds more like a robot. It sounds like a program. I mean, how do you feel about it?
Yeah.
Who said I had to grow up?
Exactly.
No, right?
We're going to be kids.
I'd rather be childish than anything.
I'm
a
always gonna
child.
be a big kid.
Like, nothing bothers me. I'm
childish
like,
than
whatever.
I know, right?
I mean, I know I'll be an adult when I have to.
When I have to, when it's time to put on the coat, then I'm here. But other than that, no, I love how you said that. Like, that's why me and kids get along so well. And that's why I'm saying, when I watch your post with your kids, I can tell that you're really having a good time with them. I've seen people stand there with their kids and they're kind of strong there, and the kid kind of looking strong too. And I'll be like, okay, is that your, I don't know. You know what I mean? I'd be like, so is that a kid? Because he kind of look like your fella.
People
Like,
just be posting just for likes.
For likes, and
Just
I'd be
for
like,
likes,
but that's
yeah.
a baby. Like,
It's a baby.
and like how you said, like you're going back to like you grew up fast. I think a lot of us grew up fast, but you are making sure your kids get that actual kid, that childishness. They get to have fun. They get to be silly because some adults are so fucking serious. I can't be around them.
Yeah.
They be like, I can't do that.
No.
People are watching. I can't act like that. And I'd be like, okay. Then there's me doing weird shit. But then again, everybody enjoys it. I have a good time. I have a bunch of people who understand that I would never grow up. And I think that's what makes my sex life fun.
It is.
Because
You're
I don't.
always open. Like children are always grown.
Yes.
Like once you call yourself or classify any adult that you know that says I am grown.
Oh my God,
they stop growing.
Their cup is full.
It's full. They're limited. The abilities is like predictable. Like all you gotta do is just watch them from that point on, and you can.
They're not going to change it up.
They're gonna change it up like,
Because they feel like that's their program.
It's the
Yep.
peak. What's it called? Prime.
I talk like this. I walk like this.
I know,
I
right?
trust like this.
This is me.
Change for what? I'm perfect.
Yeah.
But a kid is open. They want to have a good time.
Yes.
They're open. They're acceptable. Like when we queef during sex, I think it's so funny. I'm like, oh shit, my pussy farted. Any other girls? I've heard girls who are like really terrified of queefing. How you feel about it?
It just happens.
It just happens. And for us, it just happens. But there are women out there in the world who are literally afraid of queefing. And they will stop sex because it's almost like, I can't believe I just done that. And they're so worried about what the other partner thinks. Instead of being like, oh my God, I queefed.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a girl stop because of the queefing?
Yeah. Like I also read like on psychology.
I love psychology.
So you can know what's going on, like and stuff like that. You just make them feel comfortable. You make them feel like it's okay.
Do you?
Well, I ignore it really. Like,
Do you rub her belly like when?
Continue, because I don't even know where you're going.
Do you rub her stomach when like it's okay? You
No. No, I just keep going.
It was just a little queefy.
Yeah, I just keep going.
Rika said I'm laughing at my kitty. That's what I'm talking about. Like it's just a joke. Like it's not that serious. So like
They be insecure.
Insecure or a man. Okay, so what I've learned is that if the room is too hot, a man cannot get his dick up.
For what?
If the room is too warm.
Like, I gotta stop because some people be having serious problems with these things.
Like for real. And
Temperature?
is a thing. Like if it's too hot, then he can't get it up.
I understand it though. I understand it like that's my biggest thing is understand.
I've been in the experience, and he was so mad at himself. I kept telling him, he was like,
stop it, love.
He was so upset, and because it was so crazy, because I had already learned about this, and I was like, well, maybe the room is too hot because I'm naked and I don't want to be cold. The moment my feet get cold, I'm turned off. What about you?
I'm always cold.
Yeah, you always are. Linda.
So,
Hence why I got the fan, you got the damn sweatshirt on. So, like, the moment, I'm telling you, if I'm cold, I'm turned off. Because it's like, I can't focus on anything but trying to get warm again. So I turned the heat up. I didn't think nothing else about I didn't think about his penis. You know what I mean? So when his penis would raise up, he was just like frustrated, and then he realized it was because the room was hot.
I can understand the being too hot though, because I was seeing this one guy way back when, and he had his house at like 78 degrees, and it literally made me sick. It was so hot there.
Like, how can you ride or do anything?
I couldn't.
I'd be like,
I literally could not.
What did TikTok say? We're done. We're finished. You're done. Just go home. Hidden power is another. Go keep dropping them gems. When I say Magic Stick been dropping gems, he dropped down, what was it? Manscaped. I didn't know nothing about no Manscaped until you came to the show that one time. So please keep dropping them gems. You are my friend for life. Then you got my Magic Pot on here now. I love y'all. Our first married couple, Magic Stick and Magic Pot. Y'all are a staple to T-Talk. Don't ever leave me.
Crazy.
Don't ever leave me. The Kabama or Secret Source. They are dope books as well. It's a ton I got in the library. I need to share some scholarship, literature, bro. Dope stuff. So y'all gotta connect, most definitely. Mm-hmm. And with y'all show, maybe you could be on their show. They have a dope show too. It's really, and they're just in Murfreesboro. They're right up the road. Yeah. What difficulties do you encounter the most while establishing a poly relationship?
I would say jealousy.
Okay.
But it doesn't say comparison.
Okay.
Comparison.
Comparison. Right.
Because
jealousy is a little.
They slide away from jealousy. Nobody wants to be jealous.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I get it.
So we'll say comparison.
Let's say comparison. It makes everybody.
How do you fix that with the ladies? Like, how do you try? I won't even say do you fix it, because sometimes you can't.
You can't. It's a mental thing to that individual. You just have to accept it and understand it. Eventually, they'll grow past it. Whenever that is, it's on their own terms. It has nothing to do with me because I'm already grown past it.
Okay.
Like the least that, the most that I can do is sit there and try to help them grow past it.
Do you feel like, okay, because I'm poly,
mm-hmm.
and when I have the conversation, and you used to be, that was like years and years and years and years ago. But do you feel like it's one of those things, like when I tell a person, I tell them up front, so that way it's not they have to find out later, they fall in love with me now, and then I'm like, oh yeah, by the way, I tell them literally the first time they meet me. Mm-hmm. So that way, it's not it's not that wrench thrown up in there. Because I don't want this to be something that I'm trying to coerce you into doing. Or I don't want it to be something that you're trying to do to get closer to me. I want you to understand, like, and if it's something, I always ask them, is it something that you ever tried, or is it something that's in your heart?
Correct.
Because if it's not in your heart, and I understand, like, the thing is with poly, a person can like you so much, and they like and they'll do anything for you, and at that moment they lose themselves. Mm-hmm. They lose themselves because they are trying to do whatever. Yes. He want me to be poly, I'm poly. He want me to act like I like these girls, I like these girls. But deep down in their heart, they don't really like these girls. They really don't want to be poly. They're just trying to please you.
Correct.
Have you ran into that?
Every single time. Every single time. I ignore the word.
Every single time.
But
okay.
There's a couple. You can tell.
Hey, Michael.
You deal with enough people. Like the word hoe. We should discuss that.
I know, I don't believe, okay, so I say a hoe is a person who wants attention. There's a difference between a sexual person and a hoe. A hoe will come into your life and see what a person is doing for someone else and be like, I want that. A sexual person won't give a damn about none of that. They just see, they want, they gonna conquer.
Right.
And then they might stay, they might not, but they've experienced what they wanted to, they've got their fulfillment of it, and like I said, they might stay or they not. But you tell me what your definition is.
A hoe has experience, so they know people. At the end of the day, like, you just want to experience life. You just want to live it. So like the main people who live in life, they get the backlash. The people who aren't. So like a hoe wise, I respect the hoe. I've always respected the hoe. Not that I call them hoes. It's just that's what society is gonna call you.
I call them sexually experienced people.
I don't even call them. Like I try my best.
Let call it. I should be like
I try
that
my
girl
best
right
to stay away from titles, but like sometimes you gotta go to a title to relate to another, like for an individual to relate to
for
you.
other people.
Like
who
when we talk
do
about
titles.
poly, I'm not poly. But if we're gonna socialize it and relate, then I'm gonna go to poly. Because before I even knew poly was an actual word and had a definition, I was already
You're just living.
Yeah, I was already doing it. And so now I stomach, there's a word for it? Okay. But you go in there, but it's too opinionated. And I don't like that. So like anything that's too opinionated and that like kind of like pretty much puts you in a position to where like either this or you're not. I don't want to be a part of it. Like I can relate
There's no
to you.
box.
Yeah, I'm free. Like what's the first?
What? I am peace.
Free.
I am growth. I am power. I am free. Never tell people what you know. I am mystery.
That part, I can literally, my songs from my journal. There's a topic, whatever I can discuss why I wrote it. I can discuss why I rapped it or whatever lyrically. I can do it all. So like the mystery part, you only answer questions. You don't just give out information. So like I'm here because you told me to be here. You asked me to be here, and I accepted. Like yeah,
get here.
Yeah. I was here before you. You told me
before I was awake.
You told me to be here at 8.
I texted him. I said I'm pulling up. I said I think it's his car.
I didn't want to tell you that I was already in here.
I'm always late, okay?
That I've been here, but I like the idea because I got to be here and I got to watch everybody come in. I got to sit. I got to light my candles. Actually, got rose petals.
I was like, these are some really nice. Look, I thought Paco and set up some candles. These are your candles.
It's Paco lighter. It's Paco lighter.
Okay. I just played my legs right there. I was trying to hide it off the table.
I appreciate that, boy. He thought I was smoking.
Oh, see, these your look. Okay, I didn't know, guys. I thought candles.
We used to have little tea lights on our
We
table. All
did.
kinds of
And naked women with dipped flowers. What are flowers in? I want to see.
Wait a minute.
I'm gonna say without catching the house on fire, but make them rain. Make them.
They burn. They just burn. They don't catch fire.
Oh, where'd you get these? They're so
Hobby Lobby. On your local Hobby
purple
Lobby.
is what does purple stand for?
Lavender.
Lavender
and
royalty.
What else is it?
The fruit purple, like any purple fruits, is good.
You just made it rain on us with petals.
I did. I love this.
Somebody said it's a baby gangster. I would love to have a poly relationship. One of my long-term goals. Why do you want to be in poly? That's why I always ask people. I just feel like mine personally, the why I do it is because I don't want my love to be in a box. I don't, and like I said, most people think it's because of when a woman wants to be poly, they put it as she has self-esteem issues. But when a man wants to be poly, it's because he can reign over a household and take care of a woman's, and a woman's emotions. But I personally always say if it's a woman who could be, confident as I am, but to be able to say it, it's just because you can't put me in a box. Don't put me in a box. Don't tell me what I can do. It's not that I can't be submissive. It's not that I can't be submissive to one man. It's just like maybe, this person takes care of this person takes care of that. I actually read upon it, where there's a, where is it? I'm selling that like of 20 bucks. Joke, is it? There's a tribe where there's women who have multiple husbands, and when I read that, I was like, and then there's this girl that I follow on Instagram. Her name is Passion Jones. If y'all don't follow her, y'all need to go follow her. That's my, you say that's your goal, BB girl. I love her life. It's absolutely beautiful. It's not that I want her life, it's just that I understand it. She has 2 husbands right now. And they talk about it openly. They don't mind putting it out there. You can tell that it's not something that they're trying to put on Front Street to gain clout or anything. It's really like the same way that I talk about tea talks and I talk about sex and being open about sex and being able to have that confidence in saying what you want and not sneak. A lot of people get in relationships, they get in, I'm gonna say situationships, but then I don't say they cheat on their spouses, but they cheat on their spouses. They love their spouse. They love their spouse. They love everything that they do. But then they might want an extra. Or they might want to go try something that their spouse might not be so into, or whatever the case may be. And until their spouse finds out about it, they're enjoying their life. You ever think about how they are? They're happy, they're cooling, they're having a good time. But as soon as their spouse find out, which is, I'm gonna say their backbone, then all of a sudden they're sad, they're hurt, they're angry because there's this mistrust, there's this miscommunication, there's all this nonsense going on when in reality all you have to do is be upfront at the beginning. And I think because we're so afraid to lose people that we care about, that we love, that it's like, I don't want to tell him that I might be open to loving another man because he might feel less than. So I'm just going to tell him I just love him. Or I don't want to tell her that I might be open to loving other women, so I'm just going to do whatever. But your innate, what's the word, innate, whoever the inner you is, your natural you will always come out. If it doesn't come out now, let's say it might come out 5, maybe 10 years. I had a lady married man told her husband that, okay, I really like this, but I ain't gonna do it right now, but maybe hopefully in a couple of years you'll be okay with me doing it. No. It's not no he's gonna ever be okay with it. He's never gonna be okay with it. But this is something that you really want to do. This is something that is a part of you. And if it's not a part of you, if you're totally monogamous, please stay monogamous. Don't allow your partner to like I said, coerce you into being something that you're not. Like, this isn't like let me talk you into this. No. If you're monogamous, you're monogamous. Like, no, I got a best friend right now. She's like, girl, I can't. I'd be like, well, you make sure you find a man who can't either. And have that conversation with him. Don't be afraid to have it, and don't be afraid to lose people. Don't be afraid to do that, because losing people is okay, but losing yourself is never okay.
Never.
It's never okay. So like that's why I put on there, let's talk poly. Because for the ones who are okay with it, if you wanna experience it or if you never experienced it, I won't say try it out if you have a jealous bone in your body. It's totally not something to try out.
Hell no. No.
It ain't no walking no motherfucking park. It ain't no riding no bike.
Unless you're trying to break it. Because everything is like it's from birth. It's like what you were taught. It's like at some point you gotta like set aside yourself and be like, hey, this is me. This is what I want. Just like this little voice in your body and your mind. There's a couple of them actually, but the main one that suits you, you go with it. Like,
we all know who we're gonna be when we're kids. The thing is, we told that person was wrong. We was told that no, you need to do it like this. But no, to be accepted in society, you need to do it like this. So no, people aren't going to understand that. And then all of a sudden you start molding yourself and creating a narrative that everybody else created for you. But then eventually you start whispering to your friend, like, I really want to do this. I really want to try this out. The next thing you know the people that think they know you, then you start hanging out with people who really know you. And now you feel like you're doing something secretive because the people that think they know you, you still being that person with them, but being yourself with these people. I knocked all that out. I don't have to worry about trying to be 2 to 3 different people because I always feel like it kind of is what it is with me. And when you get to know me, when you get to meet me, and a lot of people have got to know me and got to meet me, they understand it's not for, oh God, clout.
Yeah.
Because I could care less. Like I said, we've been doing this show with 30 people watching for 3 years before we ever got a producer. Thank God for my producer. Shout out to Studio 65 who got us over 11,000. So if 11,000 people walked into this room right now, I wouldn't know what to do. I'd probably freak out. But I have not
You would
changed.
take a deep breath, and we continue to talk.
You're right. I'm
like
like, get my sweat off my forehead, Bill. See?
She's your balance.
That's my baby. She get me together, but seriously, like I'm hoping, you guys are learning something again. Drop us any questions. Let me get back in here. Yeah, jealousy easy. Jealousy is easy only when you're trying to do something that you don't know damn well you don't want to do.
Yeah, correct.
Seriously.
Correct.
If you know this ain't for you, don't do it. Hey Tiara, hey baby. It give Anna, Lord have mercy, antidotes like they couldn't help with her newborn for her husband, so she left the child with him, saying she's coming right back. She stayed gone hours and ignored his call. By the time she got back, the house was a mess, but her 2 boys were asleep, and she never had problems again. What you said? Hey, Michael. Hey, Rika. Rika said, amen. A lot of self-shadow work to be done with anyone attempting poly. It's a lot. Like, I wouldn't even say attempting.
I like that.
Literally, it has to be something.
Everything.
It has to be a part of you. It cannot be like, let's try this out. I'm selling that like $20 an hour between. Not between my legs because they might not be your friend. I was just trying to hide, y'all. I tried to take everything off the table for the show start, and the lighter was up there, so I was like, ooh. So it's between the thighs, baby. You ain't getting this. Love the purple. Okay, Magic Pot. Magic Stick, you heard it right. She liked the purple petals. Go get my baby some purple petals.
Hobby Lobby.
Ashley said the tea. Girl, we got the tea. What's up, baby? I'm so glad you're here. Royalty. I'm in the group of poly women who seek multiple male partners. Hey, add me. Ariel, you got all the juice. I miss you on the show. I'm going to send you some Tuesdays, Will, baby. Because I need you here with me. From the what I remember with history on poly, I believe women were the first, honestly, and I think it's only because, like, we are the nurturers. We're the lovers. We can help ourselves. This is what we do. So giving out multiple love, I don't think it's something that is hard for us to do. I think it's really natural. I think being taught to be monogamous is something that, is a natural thing. Unless you're just naturally monogamous. But I think for some of us, when we're taught this, but it's almost like I had 2 boyfriends in high school, family. They never knew about it. I had one in one school, one in another one. And I love them both. I'm sorry, Savage.
It's the perfect romantic story.
They'll never know. But I love them both. I really did. Because that one was really sweet and one was kind of crazy. And I liked them too. So they took care of both my Gemini sides. But I couldn't tell them,
Crazy Gemini self.
and I couldn't tell them that I was dating them both because I knew one would get jealous, and I never wanted jealousy to be a thing. But, of course we grew up and got older and separated, but they never knew that I was dating them both, but I was happy. So you might be right. Okay, back to the comments. I like trying new stuff before. Dion, I was going back and forth with males and females, so I tried it one time and it was amazing. It was just a very jealous girl that was in it with us. So why I say long term is just to find the right girl. I gotta be wifey and the other one is our girlfriend. Oh, unicorn. And then also I have 3 boys and I also don't know how to tell them if it was something we would do now. Ooh. So would your partner be okay with you being would Dion be okay with you being poly? Because I feel like, in Africa they're used to seeing multiple women in the household taking care of the kids. So I think it's one of those things, it's more cultural. Now of course we're in the USA and poly isn't literally, it's a hush hush. That's why the BDSM for colored people is like you go hush hush. But I come here, I had somebody else tell me about the group, paid for the group for me. I joined it. It was absolutely amazing. But literally, it's such a hush hush thing that nobody ever wants to talk about. So tell me, what do you and your partner feel about it? Way too many insecurities and stigmas that surround poly, and we really need to continue these discussions. Hell yeah, B. Michael Smith. I love when you come on the show. Don't fake it to bake them either. That's always a disaster. Man, honesty has given me everything I ever wanted in life. If you're not naturally poly or open, resentment will be built up in those forced relationships. Thank you. Say it again. Okay. What you said was key. The upfront, because if you're not, that's where problems come in. I said to everybody I meet, I'm poly. So then, all right, then we move on from there. Poly isn't mainly focused on the sex. Thank you, Renetta. It's not, but it's how you and your triad decide to live. Thank you.
When I was brought into a poly relationship, the way they explained it to me was poly literally means many loves.
That's it. It's multiple loves. I love you.
Yeah. If
I'm a kid in high school. Ain't never had sex, but I love them. They were my legs.
You fine, man. We have one.
But it's more polyamorous is multiple loves. Polygamy is multiple wives. So that's a difference. Poly isn't focused on the sex, but it's how you and your trio. Okay, I think a lot of people are poly or open, but it's secret every time due to the stigma via society. I think the jealousy comes in due to what we were taught about love and relationships in Western culture. You're absolutely right.
You are. Yeah.
Magic Stick, you're absolutely right. And it's taught and forced. It's not just taught, it's forced.
It's forced, yeah.
Because it's like, you got who?
Yeah.
Why you got so many girlfriends? You don't need to be juggling two women, and it's just like, yes he can. If he can do it, if he happy.
If he can.
If they're all happy, then what?
Yes.
How can we speak for someone else? We cannot speak for someone else and what they like and what they don't like. And that's why it's secret, because they don't want to hear what you can do or what you can't do and are you sure? And it's like, well, what made you someone fire? Knew it. Just blow it.
It is. It's just so
What we had in the comments. Sex-centered poly is not poly. It's a threesome. Bruh, say that shit again.
Man.
Thank you. Polyamorous is multiple loves. Questions for guests. So with y'all being poly, how do you feel about men coming into your kingdom? A lot of women always say, if we are going to be poly, then at least room for men that come into their lives. Like Renetta said,
This is a question for me.
Ariel, it really depends on what you're okay with. So I dated a guy, and I told him I was poly, and he actually saw me on a date with another guy, and you know me, I told him he wanted to hang out. I was like, well, I'm kind of on a date tonight. He said, well, I'm still coming. I was like, okay. So I'm at the same location, at the same event with my date and my lover, and I saw him the next day. So I think like I said, I think it's literally communication and upfrontness. I cannot lie to anyone. I made a vow to myself that if I lie to you, I lie to me. So I'm gonna say it literally depends on, like Aria said, your triad. Can you be honest with your people? Triad. Triad. So it really depends on your people. Like I said, everybody's different. Some men are okay with other men, some aren't. And like I said, you have to make sure that's okay. Like, don't force it. But my thing is, I wasn't forcing it. I was just honest. And if he said he wasn't okay with that, then I would have been okay. And if I lost him as a lover that day, I'm not gonna say I would have been okay with losing him as a lover, but I would have to be okay because at the end of the day, I'm not gonna change who I am. But I respect that other person enough to at least give them the truth. Because could you imagine how he would have felt if I would have lied to him and be like, oh, I'm just going to hang out with my friends. It's just me and my girls. And here I am on a whole date. And now it's like, I didn't know you was on a date.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, crap. You found me. You caught me. Ooh, what do? Hands up. Don't shoot.
Mm.
No, I'd rather you know. And then, like, I think it actually turned him on that the fact that he saw me on another date and I was so honest about it. And it was just like, he's like, I ain't never had no woman be this honest with me. And I was like, well, you know, I respect you. Most people don't respect other people. Like I said, being able to lie to people and trying to, I guess, coerce them into things that they don't love. The art of loving, tell me about it.
Respect comes in here. So
Respect is absolutely 100% important. Fix that thing behind you. Okay, I'm back. Add me to the group if you would. RL, send us and put us in the group. Put us in the group, RL. We want to be there. You have to pay to join. Send me a Facebook friend invite. Okay. Gemini, yes, Magic Pie. You know we in there together. Yeah, be down. Yeah, he would be down. Send your comment after I post him out. It's hilarious. That's so funny. It's the truth. I agree. What does it mean to be the devil? I have no idea.
Stay away from them types.
Right. Oh my God, I don't want to be the devil. I want a wife and a husband. Quit playing with me, Rika.
My fiance and I have actually considered adding a partner, a female
Seriously?
partner. In the future, we
In the
considered
future.
adding a female partner.
Who brought it up first?
Actually, it was kind of we talked about it before, and he brought it up, but it wasn't like
So
I want to do this. It was like, oh, you've done this before. Would you consider doing it again?
What's your type?
I don't really know.
Producer, what time we at? Because I've just been open talking.
Hour 7.
Hour 7. Okay. I'm having such a good time. This always happens to me. Like, what we get for time? Because I'll lose it, guys. That's what my producers try to tell me when to stop talking. Because I love you, T-babies, and I could be here with y'all forever. Because y'all be dropping gems on me. That's why I have to make y'all come back in here in the comments. Because y'all converse with me. Y'all interact with me. And I want to make sure, like, I'm like, wait a minute. Let me see what my T-babies is talking about. Be honest, mate. Let me see what Magic Pot said. Being honest made my marriage stronger with Magic Stick. Had a situation feeling I couldn't lie about, and my hubby was very open-minded and took it better than I expected. So now we're on a journey finding what our marriage looks like. Hell yeah! I love it! You're supposed to. I always say the person that you married is the person that you married, but they're going to evolve every 7 years. And instead of trying to fight that evolution of your partner, embrace it. Be okay with it.
I'm doing it every year. Every year has been different for me in the last.
Y'all in the fast pace.
Every day.
Every year has been different for me in the last 5 years.
Y'all in the fast car.
For every book.
I got the husband already. Okay, Rika said she need a wife. Rika, what's your type?
I'm going to need you to drop the link to that podcast.
We need to bring our podcast back so we can talk about this. Arietta, Magic Pot. Let us know, okay? Because,
we all about
you almost got off the show. So before we leave, what is your name?
Like,
What do girls
Like his
call him?
is that what we're going by?
Yeah.
Or what I want to call myself?
What you want to call yourself or what they call
Like
it. Or what.
convenience.
You know, because after today,
Conveniency is
that's
what
who
I'm
you
calling
gonna be.
myself. Convenience.
Conveniency. That's a long. Wait a minute. So during sex, I'm
Wrong
saying.
book. That's not your book.
Thank you, girl. Thank you. I was writing wrong book.
I don't know where your book is,
Right,
but
yeah.
that's not your book. There's your book.
I almost wrote it. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna read it. It's I wrote it.
Conveniency.
Conveniency.
Why conveniency? Tell me more.
Because I don't ask, I don't offer, I just wait.
I do not ask. I I got notes on everybody.
Like it.
I
It's gonna be different notes
just-
next time I come.
I just pray purple shine on this. I don't know what I'm talking about. Conveniency.
He ain't gonna
I
believe
do not ask. I do not offer. I said, can I hold up all your books to the
I do
screen
offer. I do
before-
offer. It depends, like whatever you want. Honestly,
Whatever y'all heard him. Whatever you want, and he's single. Cause my people like to know they'll be in your inbox later.
Yeah,
Don't
your
forget.
inbox will be blowing up later.
This is the man.
Y'all see? No. So this is what's this one?
Infinite Self, 33 steps.
Infinite Self, 33 steps. He read those out loud. So if you just joining in, just run it back.
Reclaiming your innocence. Your
The
innocence.
Secrets of Life.
That one looks like it's. I love what a book looks like.
Open
it's
it.
well
Open it.
used.
And intuitively, you open it, whatever page you land on is for you.
On it ain't that serious. You know, you watch people rushing around, it seems like they're taking life incredibly seriously. They're often, turn that chair. That's okay, you got it. They're often hurling about making everything mega important, and yet when you think about it, their seriousness is really a sign of immaturity. It's a sign that says, I don't feel safe, I don't feel that I control my life, so I'm going to create an incredible ballyhoo around me and everybody else just to make sure we all make it. And yet seriousness is so childish because life really isn't that serious. When we can back off, we see that one result or another doesn't really make that much difference in the long run. And yet seriousness always comes out of egocentric. Sense of weakness. So if you're surrounded by a bunch of people who are incredibly serious, what I suggest you do is this. Get a lemon meringue pie and walk into your boss's office and smash it in his face and say to him, oh, you silly old twit, just back off. What about a little fun in life? Oh, I love it. Fun to make a pie. Let me make it up. Let me make somebody a pie. And then,
We're gonna.
yes, draw the line, Boozy. The art of loving.
Where the hell am I?
Uh-oh.
If you think about it, none of us is actually here on earth, for we are not our bodies or our minds. Whether we are a higher self, a spirit identity in a body. This body is a space suit from which we peer out at a strange world, but the real you has never landed. Yet in bouncing about on the Earth's surface, we tend to forget that the space suit, the human body, is not the real us. Meanwhile, the higher self in the other's world, beaming us guidance on how to keep the spacesuit in one piece and how to get the most out of our Earth walk. The overall control mechanism of our comprehension is beyond Earth. Life is just an experiment to see how well we can listen and cope. It's all a matter of gathering experiences for other spiritual adventures coming later.
Magic Stick said
like
that
that.
lemon pie gonna get me fired.
Yeah.
You right?
Bruh, because my boss so damn not the one I work in the office with, but our district manager is so damn serious. I'd be like, she just needs some coddling. Let me love on her a little bit. Speaking to what you mean sometimes earlier by not being serious and embracing your childishness. Hell yeah. Infinite Self. Great show. Juicy signing off. I love you, RL. Juicy. Y'all saw Juice, that's her name on the show now. Because once you become a part of the show,
You'll
We
never
can
be
never-
known as your
you'll never
actual
be known as your
name.
name again.
I like it.
So, conveniency, that's all we know.
I like that.
Moving forward, that's your name.
Mm-hmm.
Good night. Bye, Erica. Love you. You possess your body. You are not your body. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Rita, I need you on the show, boo. Ooh, girl, I can't wait to see what your name is. I love me some Rhea. When I see her, she just makes me happy. Love y'all. Great show tonight. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, Magic Pike. I just thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I love my girls. My girls come on here and y'all just then my men come on here and y'all drop y'all gems to us. Like, so before we cut off and everything, it's always a sad time when the producer says that anybody. I just want to say thank y'all. That's it. Thank you for coming here every Tuesday, drinking wine with us and talking
Gatorade.
sex with us. We're right now, Gatorade.
Gatorade.
Because my baby just had a life-changing experience and we're going to be on the journey with her. How cool is that going to be to see what you're going to look like in 6 months?
I'm part of a
months.
support group, and some people lose about 100 pounds in anywhere between 6 months to a year.
This is going to be amazing. Boozy had her thyroid taken out when he was how old?
I was
He was
25.
young. 25.
No, 22.
22. I swear I was younger. 22.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't know, the thyroid is what regulates your body weight. It can make you feel a little off a little bit. Like you could fall quite easily if your thyroid isn't working properly. So hers was taken out a long time ago. So my baby just had surgery. I want to say weight loss surgery.
Yep,
but
weight loss surgery. It's gastric bypass surgery. They
yes.
cut off part of my stomach and rerouted my intestines. Yeah. My stomach looks like
So when I walked in the door and she was here, y'all didn't know what to do. I was just so happy. I just stood there.
Surgery was just on Friday.
And she's here for you guys. Because she loves you. And I love you. And I'm so glad you're here. And I'm glad you're
I feel
okay.
good enough to be here.
And we are on the journey together. You and your rose. Your rose. But if y'all have any questions, please let us know. If you want to be on the show, it's a 1, 2, 3 process. Just send us a message. We set you up with the producer, and then we'll give you a date. If you want to be in person, like Convenience is here, it was as simple as he wanted to be on the show. I actually slid in his DM like, hey, I want you a part of the show. He said, yes, just let me know what dates it was available. I sent him availability, and now he's here. So there's no questionnaire, none of that. If you feel like you have something that you want to share with the world about sex, because you would think that as much sex as everyone is having, that they are having great sex. In reality, they are not. They have no idea what they're doing.
I have something else to share.
If you see a mother, don't think that she's having great sex, because that's the reason why I started the show. A lot of them went through childbirth without having an orgasm, and I thought that was sad as shit. What would you like to tell us?
Project B has its first podcast up and running.
Project B, we're up. Okay,
Project
so what are
B-
we doing?
Project B has their first podcast. I have uploaded my first podcast.
Shut the front door. Congratulations again. Cheers.
There is
Cheers to
B's
Project
first.
B. I'm excited.
The first podcast is up. It's on the Project B with Beth's Facebook page.
Well, let me know so
It's
I can
on
share it to the
Spotify, too.
page. So I'll be sharing it to the page so you guys can go follow my Brucey. I'm so proud of you.
It's a quick, short little one, but
But you
it's-
did it.
I did
Sounds good.
it's there.
You did it. And I'm so proud of you. So guys, you'll go follow my Boozy.
B with 2 E's?
Yeah, Project B. Yep, right there.
Is it?
Yep, the top one. Project. Yep.
Boom, we in there. Is there anything that you want to tell the T-babies as far as sex, how to have a great sex life? What us ladies need to know about the guys, because I've learned so much. Like, y'all have that cramping the side of your leg. And
That's a good question. I can answer it, honestly.
Tell me about it. I got you. Say no more.
Mm-hmm.
So I learned that y'all need a snack. Y'all need some beverages. Y'all catch cramps in y'all sides. That's why y'all keep that leg out during that one position.
It's a preference
Okay.
to the individual.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's not y'all, it's him. It's not y'all. It's never y'all, it's him. Even if he classified it as y'all, it's always him.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So girls, y'all heard that right. It's not us.
No.
It's not us. Okay.
Not saying it's a bad thing, it's a preference. It's a preference.
Mhm.
But with that individual, not with everybody. So like when you encounter an individual and he gives you a y'all, it's really him. So don't consider it as a y'all.
Don't take it personal.
No, don't
Take it
You
personal.
don't carry that with all the y'alls, but no, it was just him.
Cheers. Congrats again, Boozy. The journey is real. Hell yeah.
I'm so excited to be on
Magic
this journey.
Stick, Magic Pot, we love you. Rita, I can't wait to have you on the show. But again, I just want to, we've probably reached our max, and my producer's going to start screaming at me. But I love you guys so much. Shout out to Studio 65 for producing the show and getting us over 10,000 views. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Shout out to Boozy. Thank you so much for being on this journey with me. And now I'm on the journey with you to your new podcast, your weight loss journey. Like, I'm so proud of you.
Project B.
Yeah, and thank you so much, Conveniency, for being on the show with us, sharing all these gems, these books with us. Like, you came with a stack of knowledge. Like, yoga, and then what was the other one before we leave?
Silent Power.
Silent Power. So make sure
School.
y'all look those up. And thank you for sharing your poly experience with us and just, shedding some light on it, because again, it's one of those things that people are afraid to talk about. They feel like my friend Magic Stick said, it's kind of talked about in secrecy, when in reality it should be talked about as normal like anything else.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want to be on the show, send us an inbox. We love you so much. And we will see you next Tuesday. I'm kidding.
I'm Boozy.
Conveniency.
And we make up tea talks. We'll see you next Tuesday, baby. I love you.
Bye.
I love